My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Is to see the progression. Good luck to him. Okay, that's an ad and that's it. Let's go to the next tweet. I even forgot I said that in the comment and I repeat myself. Next one, I'm almost done actually. Meghan then fell as a royal instead. The royal fell her, Harry and Archie. Alright, they threw her to the wolves just like they done to Diana too. Some people forget history. They didn't forget. They want us to forget. That's why they're throwing all those BS headlines. Okay, we don't need any lesson learned. We learned had over 30 years ago. Also, was there to fail or pass as a royal because all they do is wear expensive clothes, eat the taxes, and cut ribbons? Harry and Meghan were the only people who care enough to do real work, and that's the reason they kicked them out. They were supposed to pretend. But Harry and Meghan, you know, all hands on, they involved.
Told, been given advice that it would be best if she could be 50% less than she was.
Wow.
That was the quote. If she could be 50% less. And I remember hearing that in 2018 and said specifically to her, I don't know how you're going to survive being half of yourself.
Wow, I think it's...
Okay, how can she fail at something she was naturally before joining that family? Meghan is royal, that family is the firm. Okay, she didn't fail. She was too good at the job. Exactly. The Australian tour proved that. It all started after that, and she was told to be 50% less. Imagine having to dumb yourself down so the races could look better at the job. This is the thing they do everywhere. Everyone needs to limit themselves so they could look good. With their nonsense they put in their head that they best, the greatest of whatever. But in order for them to prove that, everybody else have to dim down their light. Look at, for instance, what happened with the GOP in the US. Everyone just dropped out of the race so that one could be it. Now they want Biden to do the same. Okay, this is their mentality throughout. Okay, exactly. Meghan behaved more royal than them and was a natural, hence the hate, jealousy, and BS. She did fail. She failed to be less. She failed to be less so they could be more. And that was her entire job in that family. Sometimes a failure is a good thing. Okay, yeah, that's a period, end of it. Alright, 100%, all of this. And the thing is that it all started for me. Okay, when all of them were sitting on stage where Meghan was saying about women don't need a voice, they have a voice, they just need people to listen, this kind of thing. Okay, when all four of them, Harry, Meghan, William, and Kate, when all of them were sitting on that stage, that's when it all started. It may not really started, but it raised their radar. Okay, it raised their radar.
Touched on it before. You have, it's well known, you've championed the empowerment of women and young girls and promoting their self-worth. How do you hope to continue that work with the Royal Foundation?
Yes, I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact. I think what's interesting is I hear a lot of people saying when speaking about girls' empowerment, finding and knowing their worth, or women's empowerment as well, you'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. And I fundamentally disagree with that, because women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice, they need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to be encouraged to listen.
that part. And then what happened afterward, those tours that Harry and Meghan did, they pretty much went on full blast. Next tweet. If winning an award under a thunderous standing ovation from some of the best athletes in the US and the world for helping veterans around the world means you failing and flapping, then God please flippity flap me like Prince Harry and Meghan. British media is deranged AF. Alright, 43 seconds. I guess that's the standing ovation. This is how many people who probably didn't know about it. And now they each one of them with their own following talking about Invictus.
Please welcome the recipient of the APTS Women Award for Service, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex.
Okay, let me pause right there. Let me move it back. Someone corrected me in one of my videos. When I shared this video, I don't know if it was on this channel or our part of Pure Service. And they said, this is not Patima's mother. I don't know. I never looked them up. I never really looked who Patima's mother is. So many of the squaddies corrected me and said, no, that's the widow. Okay? So thank you for correcting me. All right, so let's continue.
Whoa. Come back. Come back. You guys got to stay here for me.
Man, he has such a commanding voice. And like, stay here with me. There's another part where he said, stay here with me.
Phew.
Oh, it cut. All right, but let's read some of the comment. Let's pause this. Everyone knows that when you are failing, the biggest sports channel in America honors you with an award on network television. Them's the rules apparently. There's the laugh here. That's right. That was a shade throwing at the UK for saying Harry is failing. All right, and then they put Harry on mainstream time. How do they call it? On network television when everybody's eyes are on, will be watching you, and that pretty much said you're not failing in America. That's right. There's a GIF. It was so awesome for our good King Harry. Love how he has his arm open, ready to appreciate his fellow veterans on stage. I love the song they play as well. And jealous, bitter, and sad. And for life, there's that. King, thumbs up. Next tweet. As I'm reading this, I'm thinking how they probably were laughing at my videos when I talk about when she was missing. I don't know. For some reason, sometimes you feel it. People feel ashamed about something that they did. I guess I was coming out of something natural. I don't. They could laugh about it. I know many of the squad on my comment section at the time when I was doing those videos saying they don't care about it and this and that. I just feel like that's a perfect lesson for me to know how my feeling was behind those videos, and then these people were abusing it. I don't know if they were, but manipulate. That's it. They were manipulate people like me to feel certain way. So they got me, and I learned from it, and I'm moving on. And I don't feel bad about any of the videos that I did around that time. Next week. Okay, I posted that on my community board and I could not see a word. And I put it out anyway and I said good luck if you could read it. So I'm going to try my best to read it here. A good review. I believe that's a review for Spare. And it retweeted based on that. Don't forget to check out our review of Prince Harry's book Spare. Alright, so let's go into it. Maybe it'll be bigger. You guys could read along if I make a mistake. We were captivated by Harry's ability to take us along on his adventures. We joined him playing hide and seek with the paparazzi on trips to Africa and during his service in Afghanistan. We felt the tension of Buckingham Palace squabbles, but what truly shines is Harry's raw authenticity. He doesn't shy away from the good, the bad, or the hilarious like being compared to Bridget Jones. This honesty makes Spare endearing and unputdownable read. Some may criticize Harry for revealing personal details. However, a thoughtful reading reveals his intent to share only what's necessary for his story. He exposes human flaws, relatable experiences that profoundly impacted him. By showing the human side of the royals, Harry dismantled the facade and presents them authentically. We see them as they are, not through a carefully crafted lens. This, we believe, is his greatest act of love, allowing them to be human and acknowledging their struggles. It's also a sincere tribute to his mother's memory. Another thing I like to add as well, I remember there was something that I read. Let me put allegedly because I do not have the receipt of that, where either to a video or an article where Harry was talking about how his father wanted him to be more royals. And being more royals is to put that facade and lie to the people, I'm assuming. You know, the father did not like the fact that the way he interact with people was somewhat the way he should go about it. There should be a separation, like a wall. Okay, you could show up and do this and then move on, but don't put your feeling behind some of your action, this kind of thing. That's the way that I sort of got it when Harry was saying allegedly that his father did not want him, his father wanted him to be more royals. And I'm like, what is, royal-like kind of behavior? Lie to the people or something? All right, but anyway, let's continue. Spare deserve a perfect 5-star rating. Talking openly and honestly about your life is a challenging, and Harry's ability to maintain humor amidst frustration, like with the Tweedledum and Tweedledumber journalists, is even more impressive. Spare remind us, perhaps most importantly, that even amidst the power, glitz, and duty, royals are human too. That's the thing that the father didn't get. And then he's just listening to the tabloid. The father only listened to the people writing the headlines. Oh my goodness. And the other thing as well, let's not forget, the tabloid already put out everything about Harry. The good, the bad, everything. So what's one more? He might as well tell his side of the story, which pretty much that's what he said. That's how he approached the book, in my opinion. Alright, let's finish this last paragraph. For the royal enthusiast, Spare is a golden ticket. It offers an unprecedented glimpse into their world. For anyone grappling with grief, you'll find a solace and inspiration in Harry's healing journey. Spare tackles universal themes of love, family, mental health, and personal growth, making it a must-read for everyone. Okay, I read it, but on my phone, oh my god, this was like little dot. Alright, let's read some of the comment. Wow, that's an excellent review. Probably the best review I have read to date. A real glowing review of Spare. I have read and reread the book and finding new things with every read. Just a brilliant book. The Rangers have closed their eyes and minds without wanting to know anything beyond their own insecurity, just as they know the left behind's own insecurity. Thank you. And let's not forget, those people who's talking like we were just saying at the beginning this video, they are bots. And they're creating a narrative and make you feel certain way, and people have uncovered their stupidity. That's what happened when they abuse something that been working for them. They abuse it too much. All right, next tweet. I have 3 more after that. Quote, most observers agree that the show's revival, which has now inspired a spin-off series, was linked to the public's fascination with the Duchess. That's a quote. Let's see here. Meghan Markle rakes in huge 6-figure sum from the sale of her TV drama suit to broadcasters around the world, including the BBC. The Natasha Livingston, and this is the person who wrote it, the author. That's from Mail Online. Okay, media giant NBC Universal, which manages sale of the series, is tight-lipped about exactly what royalties actors earn from the deal, but it's been estimated that the Duchess of Sussex could have earned nearly $200,000, £155,000 from Netflix alone. That comes on top of whatever she was originally paid per episode to play Fury paralegal Rachel Zane from 2011 to 2017, when she quit to get engaged to Prince Harry. But let's not forget as well, let me leave that alone. But instead of fading into insignificance, the series broke record last year when it dropped on Netflix and the US platform Peacock, becoming the most streamed show of 2023 and tapping the chart for 12 weeks running. Now they're telling the truth. I report about it. Most observers agree that the show's revival, which has now inspired a spin-off series, was linked to the public's fascination with the Duchess. Entertainment expert Mark Boardman told Newsweek last year, Meghan Markle's rise to global fame has undeniably raised the profile of the show. Meghan's critic could also be especially curious to see her performances and are intrigued to better understand her persona. If she show up and the thing is gonna be another thing for them to criticize her for. Alright, so there's me talking here. Her soul sister Abigail lives in reality, she called it. Yeah, I think last year in an interview, Abigail Spencer said, yeah, it's because of Meghan. The way they expect Meghan to be treated differently to the rest of the cast is something else. Meghan had a career long before she met Harry, earned her own money. Now they think only Meghan should have received royalty. What about discussing royalties of others? Her cast members must love her. Oh, they were like family way before, from what I've seen, because I was not following her. But seeing what I see now of the cast, how they treat her and how they back, especially oh my God, Patrick James Adam, the co-star. There was one long thread of his I read in one of my videos. It's probably somewhere on PYTE. How he defended Meghan. This is where it usually matters the most. At the heat of the moment, where someone poked their head out to defend you. That's what Patrick did. I will always have respect for him on that. And those other friends who spoke out to People magazine as well. And then Meghan backed them up in her lawsuit as well and said, no, their names are not coming into this, because the tabloid was trying to drag them in. And Meghan fought and said, no, they're not coming into that because that has nothing to do with them. You have to go back. For those who are new, I talk about this in many of my videos. And the People magazine, where they came to defend Meghan. And when Meghan was suing the Daily Mail for publishing her letter, the Daily Mail was trying to bring in the People magazine article into the mix. So at the end of all the debacle, Meghan fought and said no, they should not come in, and she won on that hearing. And then come to find out is that what was it? There was something I was gonna say. I believe with Omid something was pointed out first, and Omid was talking about it. Okay, so my memory on what I was gonna say is it's not punctual, so let me leave that alone. Alright, but the thing about the People magazine thing, yeah, Meghan fought for them to not be part of the lawsuit, or to be mentioned, or to come in to testify and all of that. That's what Meghan fought. Alright, they stood for her and she stood for them as well, to keep their name out of it. Alright, her cast members must love her. They all in demand now. Our girl really does lift up everyone around her. It's a gift. And this is the thing I just cannot understand with those who decided to really write Harry and Meghan out of working royal family. Deep inside, they know they can't do shit. This is the thing I don't understand. They know they cannot do shit. And Meghan was willing, and she told them to work in the background to maximize her potential. She literally told them that. Not exact way I'm saying it. Let me put the clip that she said it, and I think I will share it twice in this video.
Touched on it before. It's well known, you've championed the empowerment of women and young girls and promoting their self-worth. How do you hope to continue that work with the Royal Foundation?
Yes, I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
But yet, they kick her out. All they had to do is make a deal with Meghan and Harry. Do the work and tell me what you need, and I'll advocate for you to get the fund to have whatever it is that they're working for, and then just let me get credit for it. They can't do that. They could not do that. And look at now, when we're talking about Invictus, the Endeavor Fund, and all of that, all of a sudden the bats are coming out saying, oh, it's William's work, is this, it was funded here. No, Harry literally, step by step, before the Invictus, the Endeavor Fund was there because Harry was a working royal, so it falls under the Royal Foundation, but he created to make it separately, specifically, okay, specifically for the vet. Then when the idea of Invictus came, which he wanted to create for the vet, which make perfect sense for the Endeavor Fund to be funded the Invictus. William was upset about that because Harry went to the people that matters to give him the green light, and they agree with him and they give Harry the green light. And then when Harry mentioned it to William, he got upset about that. And then now all of a sudden, with the success of it, Harry's receiving an award for it, and all of a sudden they want to give that shithead freeloaders credit for something he had no participation in. And then the worst thing is, this is what's worse, the 10-year anniversary, not one single working royals showed up. You would have thought at least his father would have shown up because he is the king, he is the head of the armed forces. He didn't even show up. Whoever's advising him, well, they advising him to self-eliminate. That's what it is, because he should have showed up, but instead all you saw was the vets, and some squaddies showed up as well, and Diana's siblings. Okay, that's that. People are seeking out Sue due to the Meghan effect. She is magnificent now, but they stay because it's a great show. As a viewer from day one of the pilot episode in 2012, the female empowerment, great storytelling, and entire cast chemistry kept me returning. So, yeah, they have great chemistry. I like, oh my god, I forgot his name. The co-star. Oh my god, right now as I'm recording, I can't think of his name. When he was going to a wedding, and in France or something, and I think Meghan accompanied him because he was gonna go by himself alone. And when he mentioned it, you could see the love the cast have for each other. They really look out for each other. And the other thing is, I hated him in Suit. That's because he's a great actor. That's two people I've hated their character. Oh my god, I can't even remember her name in that show too. But look at the screen if you're watching her on Haves of Have Not. When I had cable, I used to watch it. I hated her character, and that's when I noticed when I hate a character, that's because they're that good. They make you feel their savviness, their true acting skills. So I hated her on Have or Have Not, and that actor as well, I can't think of his name right now, on Suit. Okay, the one Meghan accompany him to that wedding in France. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. I have one more. What's my minute? Oh my god, I'm already an hour. I'm not gonna do the second video. I'll leave it for tomorrow. Hopefully I have more to put on the list for our Port of Pure Service video. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. Alright, this is that. I have 3: Scattered Little Soldiers, Well Central Kitchen, and something about Invictus. So it's not even enough for a video. But anyway, next tweet. Prince William reacting to being called the boring brother, the bald one with the teeth. Alright, so that's that image. Let's look at this one instead. I thought Prince William was too boring to have an affair. Which one is he? The bald one with the teeth. Oh my god, sorry, you will have to narrow it down a little more. Little brother, the ginger, is the real hot one. Oh my god, I didn't see that one. Oh my lord, this is not squaddies. Okay, these are not squaddies at all. It's the squad who saw it and bring it under the squad's timeline. There's that, the bald one with the teeth. Someone, please, anyone, help Bully Willie to gather himself. Laughing my ass off. No, his brother, the ginger, the real hot one. I'm dead. They ended him. That's that. The incandescent one with rage who beats his wife because he wants everything heavy earned from hard work instead of 42 years of butt sitting. Butt sitting. Most specifically, he wants this but can never have her. She's quality. Alright, Bulliam with his 3 hair. Bulliam with his 3 hairs will not be known as the bald one with the yellow teeth. There's a laugh here. Oh my goodness. He will be in his feeling again. I love it for him. The one with the teeth got me in stitches. Alright, the bald one with the teeth. There's that. People are laughing. This is my last one. And like I said, the next 3 tweets will be maybe for tomorrow's recording. Next one. Alright. Things that made me laugh today. A headline claiming Harry and Meghan only have public interest because of royal status. Yeah, I gotta admit that's better than having royal status and no public interest. Cough, cough. If y'all know what I mean. Alright. So that's, who's that? Pure Derek Yule. Is that dancer? Oh, wow. Okay. Prince Edward, aka Duke of Edinburgh, with the blessing of his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, started a production business that failed. I did 2 videos about him. One, when I was educating myself of what's going on. I think it started, how I found out about his production company was when Meghan was pregnant. And I read on Twitter. I literally had to come on Twitter after years. I opened my Twitter account in 2009. I never went on it to interact. I even forgot my password. But I find my way in, find it, and then I wanted to know who else was talking about, you know, the things that I was seeing, the nonsense that was going on the media. Okay, I wasn't that educated about the media that well, but I was pissed. Then when I started reading comments, it could easily be in one of my old videos. I don't know. I was recording, I believe. And then Meghan was pregnant with Archie. And I was finding out that his wife, Ford Fiesta, had miscarriage when she was pregnant. And I was like, how come, you know, women and the royal family don't speak up of the nonsense that's going on? The tabloid was beating Meghan on. Nobody said anything. And then through that, I found out that she had a miscarriage. And I wanted to find out if it was true. Through that, I went on a quest to find out if Ford Fiesta was truly did have a miscarriage. And yes, she did. And then as I was reading the thing about her having a miscarriage, I was like, of all people, she should have been the one to speak against some of the things that they were saying on the tabloid about Meghan. Because when you're pregnant, you are very vulnerable. Okay? So that was the thing. And then I find out that Edward had Ardent Production. And I went to look further into it, and I saw the BS that was going on. It's on PYTE. I remember the thumbnails for it. And then through that, I found out he had his production company, and he started with millions of dollars, or pounds, should I say. People were investing and all of that. And, you know, I believe they were showing his thing on some government thing. You know, his mother was the queen at that time, so he got all the perks on top of it. And then through that, I think that I don't remember exactly how it went. It's on one of my videos. And I was thinking about taxes, why he didn't pay taxes. He claimed losses almost every year. I think that's what it was, allegedly. Go watch that video. It's more fresh in that video. I believe he was claiming he made losses. That's why he didn't pay taxes toward whatever. And then couple months later, and I was watching a video on about, I don't think I had cable at that time. Rachel Maddow did a segment on Donald Trump, how Donald Trump avoid paying taxes. And I put one and one together, and I was like, that's probably the same tactic that he used for not paying taxes as well. Because now he was not a working royal. He was a regular citizen who has a business, and he was running a production company. He should be paying taxes on top of that, right? He was not a working royal where he's not paying taxes, instead receiving taxes. But instead, he claimed losses. And then every year, losses, and all of that. And I put one and one together with Rachel Maddow's video. And I was like, that's probably why, you know, he didn't pay taxes. Go watch that video. It's on PYTE. Okay, so there's me responding. Okay, and he started ardent production with me. Okay, let me read that. Prince Edward, let me pause that. Prince Edward, aka Duke of Edinburgh, with the blessing of his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, started a production business that fell. And he started ardent production with millions of investing money. Then years later, closed it with two figures. I think 40 something pound. I did 2 videos on it. 1, finding about it. 2, illustrate the possibility of how he might have scammed the taxpayers based on a Rachel Maddow's video. Okay, so there's that. Somebody like it and retweeted it. There's that, exactly. That's an ad. Let's read what's there and then that's it. But isn't that exactly what Harry and Meghan wanted? Half in and half out. Harry said, recorded, just call me Harry. They wanted to be private citizen and live quietly. Nope. They want to do that thing. They never said they wanted to be private citizen or it's all this is, what is it? The tabloid, Piers Morgan, who was saying, you know, if you want to be private, go back to America. Okay.
Piers, if you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
Harry and Meghan never said that. They even responded to it on Oprah interview.
Didn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's 2 things here.
That's part of the deal.
2 things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're not talking about anything that anybody else wouldn't expect. So if you're at work and you have a photograph of your child on your desk and your coworker says, "Oh my gosh, your kid's so cute. That's fantastic. Can I see your phone so I can see all the pictures of your child?" You go, "No, this is the picture I'm comfortable sharing with you." And then if they double down and say, "No, but you already showed me that one, so you have to show me everything." You know what? I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me. Mm-hmm. That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think. I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy. Mm-hmm. I think that's just a basic understanding.
These are the tabloid nonsense. Okay, but still wanted the title. Harry wanted to give the title away. He said it in his book. Was it in what was it? The docuseries. War title, but desperate for public interest. No, they messed up. Am I missing something? You're missing a lot. Actually, let me respond. Okay, so this is what I went into it. I didn't send it yet. You're missing a lot. Watch the Oprah interview. Meghan Markle told Oprah that she never talked about privacy. You're repeating tabloid BS. Harry told us he wanted to return the title. The royal family rejected Harry's title. Meghan was doing all of the things that you see them doing way before she married Harry. So all of the things you're saying, I'm repeating that. Let's remove that. I'm running out of things. So all of the things you are saying are tabloid BS. You are saying, okay. So all of the things you're saying are tabloid BS. All right, let's see if I could fix something much better now that I have 17 characters to play with. Okay, I was able to fit this sentence here. Okay, you're missing a lot. Watch the Oprah interview. Meghan Markle told Oprah that she never talked about privacy. Harry told us he wanted to return the title. The royal family rejected his offer. We'll kick Harry out. Meghan was doing all of the things that you see them doing way before she married Harry. So all of the things you're saying or the tabloid BS. Okay, so that's that. All right, so there's other people who responded a whole lot from the looks of it. Miss me with your disingenuous question. Alright, let's see here. Okay, Susan Y, it's the hubris of entities like you demonstrating that is the unroyal family and you misfit who knows you've been messed up but don't have the courage to admit it, living in the squalor of your racist delusion, making up lies about what Harry and Meghan wanted because you clown effed up as the sane world laugh at you. Alright, so there's that. Okay, disingenuous half-wit, let's post that. Susan Y, that's the person who tweeted it, will continue to make the UK a global laughingstock while you friend confused with lie on the couple who are blessing and appreciated by others without UK taxpayers' money. You depravities ignore hungry UK in 2024 as you justify the unroyal family vow. I think the problem people like this is that they are what? They are stupid. Okay. Half in and half out equals self-employed, no royal funding, yet serving the monarchy in some capacity. They never said they wanted to live quietly. This is a lie made up by folks spinning a negative narrative. Many royals like Prince Michael and York sisters have similar arrangement. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so I'm already past an hour. So that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share if you want to support this channel. Okay, if you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So I just fixed this before I yeah, everything is okay now. I changed the music. So let's see. Alright, so this is my other channel. This is where this video will be in. Okay, so that's that. Thank you for watching. I never look at the analytic in terms of how many. Oh wow, I'm surprised. 5,180 views. Oh, I did some short videos. That's what I did yesterday while we were on mute. I create some short videos and then I went to create some what do you call this, the thing for my shop. Yeah, don't forget to check Zazzle. Now I have more puzzles if you guys are interested. Jigsaw puzzles, and you know, help to support my channel. As you can see, YouTube is not doing much. Instead, they're looking for videos to flag me. Okay, that's what they're doing on this channel and PYTE. They're looking for videos that they could take money away from me. That's what they're trying to do. All right, so that's that. Thank you for watching. So if you could support me through either you donate, Cash App, PayPal, or go on Zazzle, and I have a link, like for instance for shopping, you will see in some of my videos that are monetized that you could go and check some stuff. I need to create more t-shirt logos and whatnot. Okay, so that's that. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.